Okay, so here we are. We're going to do the setup for Corrupt City. When you load the module, this is what it's going to look like. First thing we need to do is find out which colors we're going to play with. So what we'll do is these decks right here are called the seed decks. There's 3 cards in each. All these are yellow and so on. The green ones are all green. Just gonna get those together. We're gonna shuffle them so we can get one random card of each deck. 1, 2, 3, 5. Make sure that's all the deck. Group it. Okay, that's a deck. Let's delete these. Don't need the rest of those cards anymore. We're going to try to find out which 3 we're going to play. In a 2-player game, it's 1 plus the number of 1 card plus the number of players, so 3 cards. We would use all 5 cards if we were playing a 4-player game. We don't need these cards anymore. They're deleted. So we're playing with these decks, which means we're playing with these companies. We're playing with the purple company, the blue company, and the green company. So that means the red company can go away. We're not playing with it. And that means the yellow company can go away. Not playing with it. I'll just grab all that, move that here, and put that with that. Okay, cool. There's the 3 companies we're playing with. Let me just move all of them over a little bit. Okay, and then also the cards. So we'll get rid of all the yellow cards because we're not playing with the yellow. We are playing with the green. We're not. We are playing with the purple. We're not playing with the red. Okay, so then we take the cards from their relative stacks. This is stack 1. If we look at it in the bottom corner, you can have it has a number. This is number 1 from the 1 deck. If you look at the bottom corner, that's the number 2 from the 2 deck. So we're taking all of our number 1 deck cards, stack them together, stack our 2 deck cards together. 3s, 4s. Oops. All right, see, this has the number 5. This goes in this 5 stack here. These will have the number 4. These will have the number 1. These will have the number 2. Then we'll go ahead and grab these together. Let's group, flush, flip. Okay, they need to be random, so I'm just going to shuffle them once just to make sure that they're shuffled. All right. Now, these brown ones are city blocks that are in play. We don't need all of them in a 2-player game. We're setting up for a 2-player game. In a 2-player game, we're going to play with 4. In a 3-player game, we'll play with 5. And a 5-player game, we'll play with 6. So let's go ahead and put these all in here. We're going to randomly remove 2. These 2 are not in play. The rest will be. In a 2-player game, like I said, we have 4. There we go. These are the city blocks we're playing. We're going to find out which special blocks. That's these seafoam green looking ones. We'll gather these together. And we're only using 3 of these. And they're random. Okay. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. We just need 3. We're playing with these 3. We're not playing with these 2. We just put these. It doesn't matter what order they're put out, as long as they're all out there. Okay, these, which are the construction zones, and I'll talk about all this in a second. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. This is the first one. Second one. Third one. Fourth one. Okay, so this is a 2-player game. This is the 3 and 4 side of the construction zone. So we're going to flip it over to the 2-player side. It says 2P in the right corner. Okay. These are the special blocks, and this is a special block that's always in play. In front of them are the construction zones. The blocks that are behind them don't get in play until the construction zone in front of them are constructed, but that's a rule. Okay, so now we need to do what these trucks say. This card says to put up the number 3 truck in purple. That was the first card, and it also says the load. I forgot to put out the loads. So we'll go shovel, shovel, shovel here. These things that have hands need to be filled up in your blocks that are in play. So like in this one, the top 3 have little hands, and a square means it gets an upkeep at the beginning of the game. It's not really an upkeep. I mean, it gets set up with these. We can see this bottom section doesn't have it, so it doesn't get these. Make sure these goods are on the cube side. On the opposite side, they have a cylinder. Lock this down. Make sure that they're locked down. Okay, so this card was this one. This is the number 3 truck. We're going to use the seed. These are the blocks that are going to be set up. Here's the trucks we're going to use. We'll take the first block. It's going to be set up. It's a number 3 truck, and it also has a load. That's what that symbol underneath it is. And we load the most expensive good. The most expensive good, there's 3 goods here that are squares. The cheapest is the bricks, and then wood, and then the fans, the AC units. It picks up an AC unit because it's the most expensive. Okay, so that one's done. This one, we'll do the second block. It's going to start with the number 3 truck. I mean, the number 4 truck. Here's the number 4 truck. Next one, start with the number 4 truck. Notice that the seed card doesn't have a load on it. It'll make sense later, but there you go. Some of those had like 2 trucks. So if this one had 2 trucks on it, we'd put 1 truck here and this next truck here, and then we'd still start here, and it might end up with 2 trucks and then so on. But this is just setup. So this is the setup so far. We'll just put these aside. And I think we're ready to go. Make sure there's $10. They're not really dollars. Make sure that there's 10, we'll call them cats, which I think it stands for card acquisition tokens. All right, so you look at this thing. In a 2-player game, one player is going to have the 1 and 3, and the other player is going to have the 2 and 4. So what we'll do is we'll just get the 1 and the 2 since they're divided. Like, we'll get the 1 and the 2, flip it over, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. This player is going to get they got the 2. So if you get the 2, you also get the 4. The other player has the 1 and the 3. This is, in those turns, this is where they start. Okay, and now I think we're ready to start the game. If you notice on the cop thing, maybe, yeah, on the end you see this 3 and 4th. That means there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 cops in play. So we'll go ahead and get rid of these, and I think we're ready to go. This is like a turn order track. You can set it up like in round 1. Yellow's going to go first, and then tan's going to go first, and then round 2, it's going to look like that, and then we'll change it up in the next couple rounds. Anyway, okay, so that's pretty much set up. I'll go ahead and stop the video, and then we'll actually teach the game.